Welcome back. We are at the Ellis Oderman Court in the Ed Pyle Sports Complex at Central Christian College of McPherson, Kansas, where it is the championship game of the National Division II Christian Homeschool Association Tournament. Cody Highland, the big 6'3" player, now in the game for the Cornerstone Saints. And that is Frederick, who finds Andrew Mercer in the game, and that three-point shot is good. Noah Frederick nails that three-point shot. It's 12-14. Manhattan Chief with a 2-point lead now. And Peters goes cross-court to Josh Patterson to Patrick Schrader. Patrick will fire for three. That shot no good, and it is the Saints who control the rebound. So here comes Aaron Mullen. Mullen kind of backs the ball back out. Cody Highland directing traffic and backs up and goes back to Noah Frederick. Noah Frederick nailed that big three a minute ago. Quick pass along the baseline. There's a drive to the basket. It's no good. And Dylan Peters got that. Dylan Peters will be called for the foul. The follow Karam was corralled by the Saints. Dylan Peters went after the ball, and the foul will go against
Derek Bowman.
That foul went against Derek Bowman. That free throw off the back iron, no good. 6 fouls called against Manhattan Chief, 3 fouls against the Cornerstone Saints. Second free throw high, rolls around and no good. And wow, they're chasing after that basketball. James Wilson had to dive out of bounds, managed to throw it inbounds, and Patrick Schrader controls it. Dylan Peters dribbles to his right and finds Derek Bowman. Derek to Patrick Schrader. Patrick will drive and force up a shot off the side of the iron. Patrick goes up and follows his own shot and scores. Nice strong move by Patrick Schrader along the baseline. Offensive glass good to Patrick. 16-12, 6:28 to play in our second quarter. It is Aaron Mullen up high looking over this defense. There's Steinlage, and he finds Frederick. Frederick right back to Steinlage. Steinlage covered up and will fire along the baseline. That shot no good. Dylan Peters jumps to get that rebound. 16-12 our score, 6:09 to play in the second quarter. Wilson with a couple of dribbles, works against Steinlage and goes back to Patrick Schrader. Now Patrick will fire, and that shot is no good, and it is Mullen with the rebound. Mullen goes ahead to Steinlage, and there's Frederick from the wing. That three-pointer high, no good. Oh, it's tapped away. Here's his follow shot by the Saints. That shot no good. Patrick Schrader with that rebound. Boy, the Saints had a couple of good opportunities right there. Head coach John Peters signals what he wants to his team. 5:35 to play, second quarter. Dylan Peters to Patrick Schrader. Manhattan Chief have not had the hot hand in this game like they did in this afternoon against the OKC Knights. Again, there's about 2 players leaning on Derek Bowman. Oh, and there's a pass. It's taken away by Frederick. Frederick drives to the basket. His layup is good. It's 14-16. Nice drive. Frederick anticipating the pass from Dylan Peters. It's a 2-point game. 5:02 to play. Manhattan Chief, again, they're looking at Derek Bowman. Bowman fighting to get open. Josh Patterson, kind of a rocker step. Wilson to Peters. Peters starts to drive. There's a path that opens up, and no foul is called as Peters drives to the basket. And there's a dump off to Frederick. Frederick will stop and pop. That shot is good. That shot is good. Our game is tied. It's 16-all. Turn of events as Dylan Peters had a drive to the basket, and Frederick was able to go the other way. Derek Bowman gets the ball. He goes up, and no foul called, and it's torn away by Andrew Mercer. Mercer, a 6'6" player, so a lot of length on this team. The Saints could retake the lead on this possession. There they go, right inside. There's a sweeping hook shot that's no good. James Wilson gets that rebound. So Andrew Mercer had a point-blank hook shot that did not go down. Dylan Peters with that basketball, and again looks over this defense. Both teams have to be tired. James Wilson gets a cross-court pass and is bumped along the baseline, finds Derek Bowman, and Derek's shot no good. James Wilson with the board. He'll call it back out, and that three-pointer is good. Dylan Peters gets the ball along the baseline, nails that three-point shot. 16-9, Manhattan Chief lead by 3 with 3:36 to play in the second quarter. Couple of outstanding championship teams going back and forth. Ball back out, deep three. That is good. An answer three is good. Big shot by Aaron Mullen. He nails that deep three. Our game is tied at 19 all. I said a couple of championship teams going at each other. Derek Bowman covered up by about 3 players. Patrick Schrader gets the ball, tries to penetrate, cut off. James Wilson with the ball up high to Patterson, to Peters. Wilson gets that ball, fakes the move, drives to the basket. His shot is good, but it will be waved off. The foul will be called on the floor. So James was fouled as he started to make his drive, not as he finished. So it will be Chief basketball out of bounds. Wave off that basket. Substitutions, couple of substitutions. Actually, the starters back in, and timeout will be called. We will take a 30-second timeout with 3:01 to play, second quarter. Our game is tied at 19 all. You're listening to Chief Basketball on Angel 95.
An announcement from the concession stand. They'll be closing right after halftime. All food, $1. Concession stand closing right after halftime. All food, $1.
Why is that guy talking to the ref?
Welcome back to McPherson, Kansas. It is championship basketball. It is the championship game of the National Division II Homeschool Association Tournament. And these two championship level teams are going at each other hard and fast. There's 3:01 to play in our basketball game. Our game is knotted at 19 apiece. It will be Manhattan Chief with the inbounds. We'll see what head coach John Peters might have devised for this situation. Derek Bowman receives that ball, looks, and goes to Wilson. Wilson, a couple of dribbles, and off to Patrick Schrader. Patrick to Josh Patterson. And Wilson covered up and looks at Bowman and goes to Dylan Peters. There is Derek Bowman. Derek covered up by 3 players, and his shot is no good. And here comes Frederick. So Derek has been an effective weapon, and the defenders for Cornerstone Saints know that. There is ball kind of trapped in the corner, but they go back up high to Webb, to Frederick. Frederick swings the ball, goes to Mullen. And there they go cross court, and there's a driving lane, and that is a travel. So the Cornerstone Saints commit a travel as the players started to make a move toward the basket. Our game still knotted at 19 apiece. Head coach John Peters signals a play. 2:11 to play in our second quarter. Championship basketball. Dylan Peters sees the ball, goes to Josh Patterson. Patterson to Schrader. Schrader finds James Wilson. One dribble, Derek Bowman to Peters. Peters fires for 3. That three-pointer is good. That shot is good. Dylan Peters nails that three-point shot right in front of the Cornerstone Saints bench. It's 22-19. Chief lead by 3 with 1:47 to play in our second quarter. And it is a pass inside and a score by Cornerstone Saints. Nice move, found the player going to the basket, 22-21. Chief in the lead, excellent move and finish by Cornerstone Saints. Cross-court pass to Derek Bowman. Derek, a couple of dribbles and dumps the ball off to Dylan Peters. Dylan to Josh Patterson. Josh to Patrick Schrader. Schrader can't find an open player. James Wilson fires for 3. That shot goes down. Boy, he got the roll. It is 25-21 with 1:05 to play in our first half. And there they go right inside to Pogue. There's a deep 3, an answer 3. That is good. Beautiful three-point shot. That three-pointer is good. 25-24 our score. Head coach John Peters frustrated with that kind of defense on the shooter. James Wilson drives into the basket. He throws up a shot that is no good. James ends up on the floor, no foul called. Here comes the Cornerstone Saints. They can take the lead in this possession. 37.2 seconds to play, and now they call for one shot. James Wilson tried to drive through the lane. He ended up on the floor, and the Saints ended up with the basketball. 24 seconds. I believe this is Aaron Mullen dribbling the ball between his left and right hands. 15 seconds. 12 seconds. There they go to work. Kristen Webb. Webb with the ball. 7 seconds. There. Will Frederick fire up a three? There's now a deep three. That is no good. It was right there, but it rattles away. Halftime is here. Halftime is here, and it is Manhattan Chief leading by a score of 25 to 24. So there will be an 8-minute timeout. We invite you to stay tuned for an interview with Ann Phillips, another one of the senior girls for Manhattan Chief. And when we return, we'll look at our scores and prepare for the second half. You're listening to Chief Basketball on Angel 95.
For your Saints scoring, Trevor Pogue with 2, 9 points for Aaron Mullen, 9 for Noah Frederick, and 2 for Cody Highland.